Good day. Let me put my glasses on just to lean in here. Okay, I hate when YouTube takes a picture now. Good day, Denise and CJ and Maria. How are you? Hope you're all well. Maybe they can take a screenshot when I'm doing this. That would be nice for the thumbnail. Anyway, today is, what is today? Today's Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. And I hope you're all well. And let's get right into morning prayers and a little bit more of St. John of the Cross. We're nearing the end of that book. And I have to contemplate with some suggestions from you all on what you'd like me to tackle next. I think we talked about it, but it was so long ago I forgot what we were going to do. In any case, let's get started. In nomine Dei matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. How many of you out there are having dryness in your soulful Catholic contemplation? It's been a little bit dry for me lately. I'm going to continue to persevere, but just to let you know, that's kind of normal, and we just have to persevere and do the best we can. Don't give up. You know that the Trinitarian Theophany is there, so hang in there. So let us place ourselves in the presence of the Trinitarian Theophany, and in Catholic contemplation, humbly adore the Divine Family. Most holy and venerable Trinitarian Theophany, one divine family, I believe that thou art here present. I venerate thee with the deepest humility. I render to thee with my whole heart the homage which is due to thee. O Trinitarian Theophany, relying on thine infinite goodness and promises, I hope to obtain the pardon of my sins, the help of thy grace, and life everlasting, through the merits of Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Matronam Nostrae. O Trinitarian Theophany, I love thee above all things with my whole heart and soul, because thou art all good and worthy of all love. I love my neighbor as myself for love of thee, and I forgive all who have injured me, and ask pardon of all whom I have injured. Let us thank the Trinitarian Theophany for the many graces that we receive, and offer ourselves and our sufferings up to heaven. O Trinitarian Theophany, I most humbly thank thee for all the favors thou hast bestowed upon me to the present moment. It is again thanks to thy bounty that I should live to see this day, and I desire to employ it solely in thy service. I consecrate to thee all my thoughts, words, actions, and sufferings of this day. Sanctify them, that there may be none that is not animated by thy love, or that would not tend to thy greater glory. Let us make a firm resolution to avoid evil and to do good. And let us beg of the Trinitarian Theophany the graces which are necessary to us. O Trinitarian Theophany, thou knowest my weakness, and that I am unable to do anything good without the help of thy grace. Deny me not thy grace, proportionate to my necessities. Give me strength to avoid everything which thou forbiddest, to practice the good which thou hast commanded, and enable me patiently to bear all the trials which it may please thee to send me. O Deum Matronam Nostrae, I place myself under thy protection. I throw myself with confidence into the arms of thy compassion. Be to me, O Mother of Mercy, my refuge in distress, my consolation in suffering, now and at the hour of my death. O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I am heartily sorry for having offended thee, and I detest all my sins, because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all, because they offend thee, O most holy Trinitarian Theophany, Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, who are all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to confess my sins, to do penance, and to amend my life. The little things are important in life. Do them well. The second line is set down and an explanation given as to why this dark contemplation is secret. And that line is, by secret stare and in disguise. It behooves us to set forth three properties in respect of the three words contained in the line before us. Two of these, which are secret and stare, belong to the dark night of contemplation we are describing. But the third, which is disguise, has to do with the conduct of the soul in this night. As to the first, we must know that the soul here in this line calls the obscure contemplation, whereby she sets forth on her journey to the union of love, the secret stare, by reason of two properties it contains, which we shall proceed to state. First, she calls this darksome contemplation secret, for as much as we have above hinted, it is the mystical theology, which the theologians style secret wisdom, and is, as saith St. Thomas, communicated to us and infused into the soul more particularly by love. And this takes place secretly in the darkness of the natural workings of the mind and of other faculties. Whence, in so far as the said faculties attain not thereto, unless Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum infuses it into the soul, which knows not how or whence it comes, and is ignorant of its nature. It is called secret. And in good sooth, not only doth the soul not understand it, but no one does, not even the devil himself, for as much as Deum Iesum Christum, who teaches it, dwells substantially within her. And not on this account alone may it be called secret, but also by reason of the effects it works upon the soul. For not only is this secret wisdom secret when it purges the soul in the darkness and affliction of the purgation, because she herself is utterly at a loss as to how to describe it, but likewise after she has been illuminated, when this wisdom is communicated to her more clearly and with greater distinctness, does it remain so hidden from her discernment and capacity to refer to it by any name, that apart from the invincible repugnance the soul feels to speak of it, she finds no way or mode, nor adequate simile, capable of expressing or in any way shadowing forth a knowledge so transcendent and a soulful sensation so delicate and infused. And so, however desirous she might be to describe it, and in spite of all language she might use, it would ever remain secret and hidden. For as this inner wisdom is so absolute, so all-embracing and soulful, that it entered not into the mind, cloaked or disguised under any species or image subject to the sense, as sometimes happens. Hence it is that the senses and imaginative faculty, when it entered not through them, nor bore their vesture and complexion, can give no explanation nor conception thereof that can in any way enable them to express it, however slightly, although the soul clearly sees that she knows and tastes of this delicate and most marvelous wisdom. Like as one who should perceive a thing, the like of which had never been seen before, nor anything the least approaching it, although he might know and take delight therein, would not know what to call it, nor how to describe it, for all the efforts he might make. And this in spite of its being distinctly perceptible to the senses. How much less, then, can one make clear what never entered therein? For the speech of God, of the Trinitarian Theophany possesses this property, that when it is most secret, infused, and soulful, as to transcend all sense, it instantly suspends and silences the whole harmony and ability of the exterior and interior senses. For as the wisdom of this contemplation is the speech of the Trinitarian Theophany to the soul in pure soul, as the senses are not purely soulful, they behold it not, and so it is hidden from them, and they are powerless to know it or give it expression. I'm going to stop there for today, and we'll continue with that third line, I should say, tomorrow. So it is a secret, and it's hard to explain and barely perceptible as we enter nearer the transforming union. For those of you who have subscribed, and stayed with us, you are the very few who God has gifted. And with that gift comes much responsibility to practice this contemplation. Deum vobiscum, et quoque aperte, oremus. O God, the Creator and Redeemer of all the faithful, grant to the souls of thy servants and handmaids the remission of all their sins, that they may obtain by loving prayers the forgiveness which they have always desired. Who livest and reignest with thee, one Trinitarian Theophany, forever and ever. Suscipe Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum hoc maculatum hostiam, quam ego indignus famulus tuus offeri tibi Deum meum vivum et verum, pro innumerabilibus peccatis et offensionibus, et negligentiis meis et promnibus circumstantibus, sed promnibus fidelibus Catholicorum, vivis atque defunctis, ut mihi edidis proficietat salutem. Deum qui humanae substantiae dignitatum mirabilitur, conrodisti et mirabilis reformasti da nobis, peruhuis aquae et divini mysterium, eius divinitatis esse consortes qui immunitatis nostrae. Fieri dinatis est patriceps, Deum Iesum Christum Filium, qui tecum vivit, et reinat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Affedimus, tibi Deum calicem, salutares tuam deprecantes, clementiam ut conspecto divinae, majestatis tuae, pro nostra totius mundi salute, cum adore suavitatis ascendat. In spiritu humilitatis et in animo contrito, suscipiam orate Deum Iesum Christum et sic fiat sacrificium nostrum in conspecto tuo hodiae, ut placiat tibi Deum matronam nostrae et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Veni sanctificator, Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, et sanctificit oblata prosequendo, et accepere hoc sacrificium tuo sanctum nomini praeparatum, suscipe Sancta Trinitas, hanc oblationem, quam tibi afferimus ab amorem passiones, resurrectionis et ascensionis Deum Iesum Christum, et in honorem Dei matronam nostrae, et Papa Peter Sanctorum, et Istorum, et omnium Sanctorum, ut idis proficiat ad honorem nobis autem ad salutem, et idi pro nobis intercedere dignentur in caelis, quorum amorem agimus in tedis, per indum Christum Deum nostrum. Orate, ut meam ac vestrum sacrificium acceptabile fiat ab Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, suscipiat Deum Iesum Christum, sacrificium de manibus tuis, et laudem et gloriam nominis sui ad utilitatem, quoque nostram totiusque ecclesiae suae sanctae. Deum vobiscum, quoque apud te, sursum corda, habemus ad Deum. Gratias agamus Deum nostrum, dignum et justum est. De igitur clementesimum, Mater Pater, Dei Materam nostrae, et de Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per Deum Iesum Christum, Filium Tuum Deum nostrae, supplices, rogamus ac petimus. Ut accepta habeas et sanctificas, hic sanctam sacrificium irribata, in primis quae tibia ferimus, pro ecclesiam tuam sanctam catholicam, quam pacificare, custodiri, adonare et regere, digneris toto orbi terrarum atque catholicae. Memento Deum famulorum quae tuorum. We pray for the sick and the suffering. We pray for Katie, Gage, Mindy, Clarette, Alex Tafour, Neil and Earl Lively, Mark Jr., Maria Josephina Moes, Henry, Barbara and Benedict Santa Croce, Casey, Mr. Nobody, Amble Tink, the Cantu and Duarte families, Jenna, Lori, Aaron and family, Maria and the Lineweber family, John Cahill, the Dasco Nye Tafour, Began and Wolf families. We pray for Mr. Nobody to receive the funding and strength needed to complete the first Sede Vacantis Catholic Council office in Monastery of Illinois. We pray for an end to all governmental allowance or sanctioning of abortion, transgenderism, transhumanism, child trafficking, child abuse, human trafficking of any kind, anywhere, place, or time. We pray for the establishment of a Catholic monarchy with a sound Catholic system of labor, human value, minimum exchange with no usury. We pray for courageous men to step forward as leaders of this Catholic society and strengthen themselves and their families. We ask for a reversal of the feminist ideology and a return to heavenly femininity that is based on faith. We ask that women cease working for Freemasons and corporations everywhere, that men provide substantially for them, again with a sound monetary system that is possible, that returns value to people, to mankind. We ask that all pornography in the OnlyFans platform be stopped immediately and forever. We ask Deum Matronam Nostrae et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum with this Mass to destroy the satanic document of the Vatican law that is the Jewish Talmud, that you destroy Rome and the Vatican and recognize the transfer of the authority of the Catholic Church to Fatima, Portugal. We ask you to release the souls controlled by the demons Lilith and Asmodeus and any Jew or Freemason. We ask you to block the passage of any so-called pandemic treaty by the WHO, which is based on lies and aimed at removing the divine family's children's freedom to move and travel. And we ask for the elimination of all worldly governmental organizations that inhibit the free will of people who seek to live in peace. All these petitions we ask in accordance with the Holy Trinitarian Theophany's divine will. Et omnium circumstantium quorum tibi fides, cognita est et nota devotio, proquibus tibi offerimus. Vel qui tibi offerunt hoc sacrificium, laudis processuisque, omnibus pro redemptione animarum suarum pro spe salutis et in calamitatis suae. Tibique redunt vota sua ad aeterno Deum vivo et vero, communicantes et memoriam venerantes in primis gloriosae semper Dei matronam nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et beatorum martyrium tuorum Papae Sancte Petri, et Sancte Lucia, et Sancte Jacinta, et Sancte Francisco, et Sancte Juan Diego, et omnium sanctorum tuorum, quorum meditis, precibusque concedas, ut in omnibus protectiones tuae muniomer auxilio, per eundum Christum Deum nostrum, quam oblationem te Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum in omnibum, consecratem acceptabilem perfecere digneris ut nobis corpum et sanguinem fiat delictissimi filium tuum Deum Iesum Christum, qui pridie quam pateretur, accepit panem in sancta sac venerabilis manus suas, et elevatis oculis in caelum a te Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum suum omnipotentem tibi gratias agens, consecravit, fregit, dedique lumnis sui dicens, accipite et mandacate ex hoc omnes. Hoc est enim corpus meum. Simini modo postquam ceremonia est, accipiens et hunc preclarum calicem in sancta sac venerabilis manus suas item tibi gratias agens Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Consecravi dedique lumnis sui dicens, accipite et bibite ex omnes. Hic est enim calix sanguinis mei, mysterium fidei, quae pro nobis et pro multis effundetur in remissionem peccatorum. Hic haec quotescumque feceritis in me mono facetis. Unde et memores Deum noster tui, sed plebs tua sancta justum Christum filium tuum, Deum nostrae, tam beatae passiones nec non et ab inferis resurrectionis, sed et in caelos gloriosae ascensionis offerimus preclare majestate tuae de tuis donis actatis, supra quae propitio auxere vutur aspiciere digneris. Supplices, te rogamus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum iube haec perfere per manus tuum ut quod ex hoc altaris participatione sacrosanctum Deum Filium tuum, corpus et sanguine, somserimus omni benedictione, sanctificatione, caelestia et gratia reparamur per inum Christum Deum nostrae. We pray for those who have died. We especially pray for David Rose, for whom this Mass is being offered. Ipsis Deum et omnibum in Christum, quis gentibum locum refugere ilucis et pacis ut andogeas deprecamur per innum Christum Deum nostrum, per quem haec omnia Deum Iesum Christum semper bona creas, sanctificas, vivibicas, consecratis et praestas nobis. Per ipsum et cum ipso et in ipso, est ibi Deum Matronum omnipotenti in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, omnis honor et gloria. Ave Dea matronam nostrae, gratia plena Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum tecum. Dea matronam nostrae, materam Deum Iesum Christum, misericordia nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. Libera nos, quaesimus Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, ab omnibus malis, praeteritis, praesentibus et futuris, et intercedente beata et gloriosa semper Dea matronam nostrae, cum Papa Petrum Sanctorum et omnibus sanctis da propitius pacem in diebus nostris, ut ope misere cordiae tuae, aduiti et peccato simus semper liberi et ab omni perturbatione securi. Per eundum Deum nostrum, Iesum Christum, Filium Tuum Deum nostrum, qui tecum vivit et regnat in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per aeternam, pax Deum Iesum Christum, sit semper vobiscum, et quoque apud te, haec mixtio et consecratio corporis et sanguinis Deum Iesum Christum, fiat accipientibus nobis in ad salutem aeternam. In pax tecum, et quoque apud te, Deum Iesum Christum, qui ex voluntate Deum matronam nostrae, qua pronte Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum, per mortem tuam unum vivificasti, libera me per hoc sacro sanctum corpus et sanguinem tuum ab omnibus iniquitatibus meis et universis malis, et fac me tue semper inhaerare mendatis, et numquam separare permittas, qui cum eo dem Dea matronam nostrae, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum vivis et regnam aeternam. Perceptio corporis tui Deum Iesum Christum quod ego indignus sumere praesumo non mihi proveniat in judicium et condemnationem, sed pro tu pietate prosit mihi et tutamente mentis corporis, et ad medelam principiendam qui vivis et regnas cum Deum matronam nostrae in unitate Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Panem calestem, accipiam et nomen Deum Iesum Christum immocavo. Deum matronam nostrae non sum dignus, ut et te meum, sentantum de verbos in abatur anima mea. Deum Iesum Christum non sum dignus, ut et te meum, sentantum de verbos in abatur anima mea. Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum non sum dignus, ut et te meum, sentantum de verbos in abatur anima mea. Corpus Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima mea. Quid retubuam Deum Iesum Christum, pro omnibus quae rotubuit mihi. Calicem a salutaris accipiam et nomen Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum invocabo. Laudans invocabo Deum matronam nostrae, et ab inimicis meis salvus eo. Sanguis Deum nostrum Iesum Christum custodiet anima meam. Quod ore sumpsimus Deum Iesum Christum pienemente capiamus, et te munere temperae fiat nobis remedium sempiternum. Corpus tuum Deum Iesum Christum, quod sumpsi et sanguis quem Potawi arheriat visceribus me surprised. Ut in me non remaneat ascelum macula, quem pura ad sancta reficerunt sacramenta. Deum vobiscum, quoque pote. Oremus. May the prayer of thy suppliants profit the souls of the servants and handmaids, we beseech thee, O Trinitarian Theophany, that thou mayest free them from all sins and make them sharers in thy redemption, who livest and reignest with thee, one divine family, forever and ever. Deum vobiscum, quoque pote, idem ise est. Deum gratia. Blagea tibi sancta Trinitam obsequium servitutis meae, et praesta ut sacrificium coroculis tuae, maestatis igninus optuli tibis et acceptabile mihique, et omnibus proquibus idut optuli siti miserante propitiabe per Christum Deum nostrum. Sanctificat vos omnipotens Deum, Matronam et Filium et Spiritum Sanctum, Deum Matronam Nostrae et Deum Iesum Christum et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. O Trinitarian Theophany, I believe, I venerate, I hope, and I love thee. I beg of thee pardon for those who do not believe, do not venerate, do not hope, and do not love thee. Most Holy Trinitarian Theophany, Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. I venerate thee profoundly, and I offer to thee the most precious body, blood, soul, and divinity of Deum Iesum Christum present here, in reparation for the outrages, sacrileges, and indifference by which he himself is offended. And through the infinite merits of his most sacred heart and immaculate heart of Deum Matronam Nostrae, I beg of thee the conversion of poor sinners. In nomine Deum Matronam Nostrae, et Deum Iesum Christum, et Deum Patrum Spiritum Sanctum. Gracias. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a leader. We need more and more leaders. I might talk about that maybe tomorrow a little bit more, if I remember. Please go and sanctify all those who you meet today, and say hello to your neighbor, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.